Hi, welcome back to this introduction to Power Query. Okay, what we've done so far is imported our data and then combined our January and February sales into one combined data set. Now what we'd want to do is just clean up this data a bit. So as per our briefing from the company, they wanted no duplicates, they wanted no nulls in the data, and they wanted the formatting cleaned up. So as per our transaction ID here, we can see there are null records that were pulled through from Excel. So straight away in Power Query, you can click on a filter and you can filter out any item. So we want to deselect null and click OK. So now you can see we have a step called filtered rows. And if you click on that step, here's the code. For each record, go through transaction ID and make it not equal to null. So all the nulls have been removed. And as you have tables being joined together or merged together, all of these steps will run every single time you refresh your data. It'll pull through January and February, it'll combine the data, and it'll apply all the steps that you're defining here. So there we have a nice clean transaction ID. We do have a problem here with duplicates. There's two of the exact same record here that we would want to remove. So how do we do that? Again, our transaction ID is our unique identifier, so we can highlight that column and just choose Remove Duplicate. When we click on Remove Duplicate, you can see it's added another step, Remove Duplicates. If you want to make this label more descriptive, you can rename it. You can go in and you can rename and you can put Remove Duplicates from ID, for instance. So you can name these steps in a way that you want to name them and not accept the default steps. So now our ID is looking fine. It's unique and there are no nulls. Now if we look at the rest of the data, we've got more null values here. So you can see if we go into customer, again like we did before, we just deselect null, click OK, and then we have no more nulls in our data. We can also go through and confirm that the data types for each column are correct. So our unique ID should be a number field, and there it's showing that Power Query was clever enough to make it a number field. If it didn't, we could right click, change type, and choose number. Customer, it has made text. If we needed to change that to text, again you would go to change type, text. Our date column, it was clever enough to make a date. Our quantity is fine, that's a number. Price, because they're decimals, it's made it a decimal. If it didn't, we could go change type and choose decimal number. And our product category, it has marked as a numeric field, which is correct. So we've imported our data, we've combined it, and we've now formatted the data and excluded any nulls or duplicates. So in the next video, we'll look at further transformations on this data. Thank you.